Yeah, there might be some current occupants in here. As you can see, they are going to be forever encased in resin. They're the reason the tree fell down. So this is box elder, as you can tell. Yeah, a little bit of flaming, of course, in all the nightmare. I'm gonna hope it fills in. Oops, hang on. There we go. Now you guys can see it better, huh? Let's go to 1. No, that's not 1. There you go, that's 1. So a little bit of flaming. I am going to put that side down. This side is going to go up. For whatever reason, I thought I cut this big enough. I'm hoping I don't get any cracking over here. If not, we'll make more than one. I thought all the ants were gone. I cut this off of the stump piece that was still sticking up off that tree. And yeah, I thought it was done having occupants. We're going to put the occupants in resin. Forever seal them in it. All right, so let me get this glued down to the bottom of the bucket. And we'll mix up some resin and get it poured. Yeah, I'm going to have to take that down, quit leaning my hands on the buttons, it'll quit shutting the camera off. I was close to the colors. I mean, I kind of mixed 2 colors in one. I'm never going to get this match, but I'm close. And it was just to fill there's a little hole like right there. I'm going to get a bubble going there, but I don't think I care about it. And yeah, we'll see you in a bit. All right, well, it's a little wonky. All right, let's get that ground down and get a faceplate in it. It's really cool looking though. So I expected this to overheat. I poured more resin in it because I didn't like how full it wasn't off camera. And then I also poured this off camera because I had a little hole, as you can see, right there. It doesn't look bad. Kind of looks like Florida hanging off there. But anyways, it doesn't look too bad. I did not expect this color. With all the colors I had, green wasn't the color I was expecting. So let me flatten this out. We'll get the center marked off, get a faceplate in it, and call it good. Alright guys, I've had enough. I've been abused. That's enough for me. Look at that, all the way up my arm. I'm putting a glove on. I'm getting there. I'm going to try to take it down till I find the... I'm not sure I'm gonna. I know I got to go flatter on the bottom because there was way more than that. I want to find some more of this, but it's looking like this is the edge of it. I'm not sure where it goes here. I think I have more. So I'm going to taper it some more. Try to bring out some more of this stuff. That's what I'm looking for. The holes in the flame, and I thought there was more in here, but maybe not. So I'm going to keep making some passes off camera. Somebody wanted me to do one at actual speed. I'd do a little bit, but it's taken forever to make a pass. This has been sitting a few days, and the longer this sits, the harder it gets, and it's really tearing up this gouge here. So I'll try to go on here slow, and you'll see what I'm talking about. See how long that took? I only made half a pass. I don't think we're going to find... Well, maybe. I don't think we're going to find some. I was expecting cracks because I poured a lot of resin. I see a crack in there. I think I can fix most of them with UV resin and we won't even notice them. They're not real big. The fact that it's been pretty cold here in Michigan, I think saved me because it was like 38 degrees. And it was cold in the shop. That's why I've been mixing with the drill. So, yeah, let me finish this pass up at 4 times the speed. And then I'll see if I can curve this in. I noticed I had some tear out. It wasn't nice and shiny like this going the other way. That's why I'm making a pass this way. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll get it done. I think that's the end of it there. Possibly get some more in there, but... she's really off balance. I think it's this being wider on this big chunk of resin right here. And I broke a bolt off when I was mounting my lathe to the floor, so that one leg is right here. And it's going and that's why it's hopping. Not that I wanted it to. But I want to move it and buy 4 more lag bolts, you know. There's a big hole in it. All right. Well, that's a little better. So I was talking about tear out. See it right there? Let me see if I can clean her up going the other direction, and we'll call it good with that shape here. I think I'll sharpen up my blade, and we'll zoom you in from a different angle. Alright guys, I don't have too much to fix. I got a little dinky here, there. Just a couple here and there. Nothing real bad. Look at that. I think I can sand that out. I didn't even see that. So anyways, I'm going to use, come on, focus. Focus. Isn't it focusing? Maybe it is. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to use Let's Resin, UV resin, to fix these up, and we'll call it good after that. Alright, so let's get these here. Yeah, it's gonna take me a minute. You get the idea. We'll be back. Alright, so I cleaned the lumps up. I'm gonna sand from 80 grit all the way up through the grits to 800 grit. I'm going to show you 80. Oh, guys. I'm thinking that one looks pretty good. I kind of like the colors. A couple minor little cracks in it, defects. I'm going to leave them like they are. Adds to it, right? Look at that. All right, see that smiley face right here by my thumb? It's happy with this one. Hang on. Let's take a thumbnail. That it don't fit, you guys. See that? Now see, why don't it fit? All right, I fix that off camera. Can't see it from my house. So I resorted to carbide because it's really hard in here. So I got a little lip right here, or a bump. I got a bump right here off the center. And that's what I'm working on to get rid of right now. And so a little bit right here. All right, I think I can live with that. I will patch up a couple holes before I get to sanding. And like I said, I'm going to sand from 80 grit. I'll show you that all the way through 800 grit. And then we'll go into the sanding sealer, abrasive paste, and then the wax. Hey guys, what do you think? I think it looks really good. I like it. So I know I made this big old mortise in the bottom. And I can't put my laser logo in it. Well, I can. And that's what I'm going to do. But it's toxic to put it in resin. So we're going to try not to put it in any resin. All right, guys, there you go. There it is. Box elder, flame box elder with a lots of, I'm assuming those little teeny tiny ants didn't make all these big holes. So, but I did put a little teeny tiny pole barn productions logo in the bottom of it. See, a little teeny tiny one. Hope it's not going to focus. Oh, no. Come on, come on. It's too close. Oh, well, I'll try. There you go. It's focused now. So many colors of resin, wax finish. Not much to say. It was kind of hard. I wound up off camera going to a carbide cutter to cut this because it was so hard. I couldn't keep the gouge from bouncing. I don't know if you noticed that, but it was doing that pretty bad. So I finished it a little bit, straightened it out some with a carbide cutter off camera. I did that because my video is getting a bit long. So I know we're over 30 minutes and I don't generally like to do that. So with that being said, it's a holiday weekend. I'm a little late. Holiday in the States here anyways. Hope you're all enjoying your Memorial Day weekend. If you're watching me, why? You should be out doing stuff, not sitting around watching me. You know, just because I don't have a life doesn't mean you don't need one. But anyways, I'll put pictures up at the end. If you liked it, give her a thumbs up. If not, well, you know, somebody gave me one the other day. Told me why. Okay, fair enough. It was a really odd reason, but at least he gave me a reason. Yeah, pitch it up and in. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.